So good afternoon to all. Today we'll start for the next to last model of fifth models. Okay, object code generation and memory allocations. Object code generation and memory allocations. Okay. So in the topic we are cover for how what are the topic mean object code generation and memory allocation. This is also less content only, fully theoretical parts. Okay, this is full theoretical part, less content only. So you are dividing for three part. One is object code generation, another one is memory location allocations. Okay. So in object code generation, what is object code forms, machine dependent code generation, then allocation, register allocation and assignment, generic code generation algorithm, tag for register allocation. So we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 topic. So nearly in this model, we are only for 5 topics only. So based on that only you have to cover for the okay. So what is code generation? So what is code generation? So code generation is the fifth phase of the compiler, last phase of the compiler. Code generation is the last phase of the compiler. So what is the first phase of the compiler? Lexical analyzer, syntax analyzer, semantic analyzer, intermediate code generation, code optimization. The last one is code generation. So code generation is the final phase of the compiler. This is the sixth phase of the compiler. Okay. Then what about the next thing? This is the backend of the compiler. So backend means it is only depending on the machine, dependent of the optimization, independent of the source programs. Okay. So this is the second thing. So this is the code optimization is the last phase of the final phase of the compiler. Code optimization is the final phase of the compiler. Is the sixth phase. It is a synthesis phase. It will be covered for the code generation will be covered for the synthesis phase. Then it is a backend of the compiler. So backend means it is fully depending on the machine program, machine dependent, independent of the source programs. So synthesis phase means it is only covered for the code generation will cover for the synthesis phases. So synthesis phases, what are the synthesis phases? Synthesis phase is the backend of the compiler. Then next thing, it will cover for the intermediate code generation is the input. Then we give the input to the output to the code optimization to improve the intermediate code generator and generate for the optimized code. Then give the input to the code generator. Code generator will generate for the machine code, object code of the machine code language, assembly language code. So this is for code generation, object code generation. That is code generation phase. Okay, code generation phase. So in that phase, okay. So here in that code generation, we are having for the main thing is code generation is the main part that will be generate for the main task is it's the input of the program. Input is the intermediate representation with the supplementary information in symbol table of the source program. And it is a produce the final output is the target equivalence of the target programs. Okay. So it take input from the intermediate representation with the supplementary information in symbol table of the source program and produce the output as an equivalent target programs. Equivalent target programs. Okay. So this is for code optimizations. This is for code generation. So code generation is the final phase of our compiler model. It is called code generator. It take intermediate representation with the supplementary information in symbol table of the source program and produce the output as an equivalent target program and produce the equivalent output as the target programs. So that is nothing but code generations. Code generation. Okay. Then what is a code generator? It will be generated. The main task of code generator is it will be indicate for three things. The main task of code generator, it will be specified for the three things. What is the main thing of code generator? Instruction selections. Instruction selection. Second thing, register allocation and assignment. Third thing, instruction ordering. So these are all the main tasks. These are all the main tasks. So first one is instruction selection. Second one is register allocation and assignment. Third one is instruction ordering. So these are the main tasks for the code generators. So what is instruction selection? So it implement for the IRC, instruction register statements. So these instruction to be implemented for the instruction register statement in target machine instruction. So you got to select the instruction from the given machine instructions. The next one is register allocation and assignment. So you have to decide which value to keep in the register for the in the code generators. Decide what value to keep in which register you have to decide. That is register allocation and assignment. What about the third one? The third one is instruction ordering. So it will be you got to decide that in what order to schedule the execution of the instructions. Instruction ordering, it decide that in what order to schedule the execution of the instructions. Instruction ordering, it decide that in what order to schedule the execution of the instruction. Okay, so code generation is the final phase of the compiler in so code generator. In the code generator, it take the input representation from the with the supplementary information symbol table of the source program and produce the output as the equivalent target programs. Okay, so the main task of code generators, first one is instruction selection. So you got to choose the target machine instruction to implement the instruction register statements. They got to decide to choose the instruction register statements. Second thing, you got to decide what value to keep for the which registers. Third thing, you got to specify what order to schedule for the execution of instructions. Decide in what order to schedule for the execution of instructions. Okay, so this is the code generator, code generations. Okay, what about the next things? So in code generation, so we are having for code generation, we are having for properties of code generations. What are the properties of code generation? So code generation is the final activity of the compiler. It's the final phase of the compiler. It is basically code generation is its process of creating the assembly language or machine language statements. So it is statement which will perform the operation specified by the source program. This statement which will provide the operation to be specified by the source programs, what they run, when they run. Okay, so that is called properties machine code generations. So we are having 4 properties of code generations. The first one is correctness, second one high quality, third one efficient use of resources, fourth one quick code generations. So we are having for 4 properties of code generation. We are having for 4 properties of code generations. So the first one is correctness. The first one is correctness. So what is the first one? Correctness. So in that correctness, first one is correctness. So what is the correctness? So the correctness. So in the first one, we are having 4 property. First one correctness, second one high quality, third one efficient use of resources of the target machine, fourth one quick code generations. Okay, so here these are the properties of code generation. These are all the properties of code generation. Okay, so what is the first property? The first property is correctness. Correctness means it should produce the correct code and do not alter the purpose of the source code. So correctness, you have to produce for the correct code, produce the correct code and do not alter the purpose of source code. Okay, so in it should be produce the correct code and do not alter the purpose of source code. That is correctness. Second thing, high quality. It should produce the high quality object code. So in code generation, it always produce the high quality of the object codes. But you got to produce the correct code and do not alter the purpose of the source code. Okay. The third property is efficient use of resources. Efficient use of resources. So what is the efficient use of resources? What is the meaning here? So in that efficient use of resources, while you have to generating the object code, while you have to generating for the given code, it is you got to know that it is necessary to know the target machines. Okay, while generating the code, it is necessary to know that target machines. Okay, the last one is quick code generation. The last property of code generation is quick code generation. So it is necessary that the code generation phase should produce the code quickly after compiling the source program. So once you go to compile the source program, the source code, the code generation phase, it produces the code quickly. Okay. So once you go to complete for the after compiling the source program, the source code, the code of the code generation phase should produce the code quickly. Okay, so these are the properties of code generation. So this is a one way of 2 mark questions. Part A question. Correctness. It should produce the correct code and do not alter the purpose of the source code. It should produce the correct code and do not alter the properties of source code. Second one, high quality. It should produce the high quality of object code. Third one, efficient use of resources. While generating the code, it is necessary to know the target machine. It is necessary to know the target machine. The fourth one is quick code generation. It is necessary that the code generation phase should produce the code quickly after compiling the source programs. So after compiling the source program for the given source code, you have to check everything will be correct in the given part of the programs. So that is, it should be produce the effective object codes. Okay, so these are all the properties of code generation. These are all the properties of code generations. Okay, what about the next thing? The next one is object code forms. Object code forms. Okay, so in object code form, this is the one way of 4 mark questions. Otherwise, form in code generation phase mean you got to only just write the type mean, it is only 2 mark question. Write the object code form with the example mean, write the types of object code form with the example mean. It is one important part B question. You got to write for these 3 things. One is absolute machine code, second one is relocatable code, third one is assembler code. So these are all the object code forms. Okay, so what we'll do, the intermediate code will give the input to the code generation, code optimization will be optimize the code, intermediate code generator, then give the object code to the code generation phase. So everything will be saved from the symbol table. After that, it will be covered to the object codes. So in object code form, we are having for 3 tools. One is absolute machine code, second one is relocatable code, third one is assembler code. This is one way of diagram for representation of the represent the object code form in machine code generation phase. You got to write these 3 things. One is absolute code, second one is relocatable machine code, third one is assembler code. So this is an important diagram, you got to draw it. This is for the important diagrams. What we'll do, the symbol table gives the information, give the data to the code generation. Code generation, what we'll do, basically in previous size you did for the given thing. What are the thing? NPTEL courses, course law, faculty, everything will be covered for the. So that's why you got to write for the given part. Okay. So this is for intermediate code, gives it to the quadruple, triple, indirect, quadruple, postfix notations. Then after that, it will give to the code generator. Code generator will be present for the output of the object code. The object code will be represented for the in object code will be represented in the form of 3 things. One is absolute code, second one is relocatable code, third one is assembler code. Okay. So what is absolute code? What is relocatable code? Once check. Here in that code, so object code form we are having for 3 things. Object code form we are having for 3 things. So what are the things? The 3 things are, one is absolute code. relocatable code. Third one is assembly code. So the output of the code generation phase is an object code or machine code. So finally, you can got the output is either machine code or assembly code. So this code will be appear in the form of code generation phase we are having for these three things. One is absolute code, second one is relocatable machine code, third one is assembly code. Absolute code. Okay, what is absolute code? It is a machine code that consists of reference to the actual addresses while programs address space. That is what we'll do. It's one type of machine code. So it is specifically it will consist of actual addresses within the given programs. Second thing, after you are completing the absolute code, it will be the generated code will be directly loaded into the memory. Directly load into the memory. Here directly load into memory. And the execution process quickly with the help of absolute code generation. Execution process quickly. Execution process quickly because of with the help of absolute code generation, the execution begins quickly with the help of absolute code generation. The execution of small programs also done rapidly. Okay, so in absolute code, this generated code can be directly placed into the memory. Okay, what is the next thing? So in the next thing is relocatable machine code. Here what we'll do, the compilation of the subprogram will be divided into the can be carried out separately. Subprogram can be carried out separately. Whenever you have to record for the information, relocate the information, the machine language will be performed, it generated as the output. Okay. The set of relocatable these object models are linked to or arranged to the 1921. So the relocatable machine code, it can be linked together to be loaded for the execution with the help of linking loader. So it can be the compilation program can be carried out separately. Okay. So here in set of relocatable object model can be linked together and can be loaded for execution with the help of linking and loader concept. Okay. So the compilation of the subprogram can be carried out separately. Okay. Third part of the code is object code form and code generation phases. Assembler code. Assembler code. What is assembler code? So in that assembler code, it will be produced as the output. So in that assembler code, the output can be slow down the code generation phase. Since assembling, linking, loading to be required for the give the assembly coding concept. But you have to generate the instruction, symbolic instruction can be generated in the micro. You have to check for the can be used for the micro capability options. Okay, so these are all the three codes. One is absolute code, second one is relocatable code, third one is machine code, assembler code. So absolute code is it's a machine code that contains the actual addresses within the program address space. Then you also got to check the mail program can be compiled and executed quickly for the given assembly code. But it will be the execution started. After you got to place for the instruction, the direction execution of the process will be stored from directly and execution immediately. It will be placed into the memory. But relocatable code, you have to compile for the sub program to be compiled separately. Given the program will be divided into the number of sub program. Then you have to compile for the sub program immediately. Okay, then assembly code, it produces the assembly language programs. Okay, so this is all the topic for the object code forms. These three things. Okay. Then what's next thing? The next thing is machine dependent code generation. Machine dependent code generations. So here what we do, you got to give the input. Input it will be given into the front end of the compiler. Front end of the compiler means lexicon analyzer, syntax analyzer, semantic analyzer. After that, you can give the output to the intermediate code generation. Intermediate code generation will be generated for the intermediate codes. Intermediate code generation will generate for the intermediate codes. So the intermediate code give the input to the output to the code optimization. Code optimization will optimize the code and generate for the, it will be improve the intermediate code generator. Then we have to optimize the code optimization. Then after that, it will give it the output to the code generation phase. The code generation phase, it will be finally you can got the target of the machine programs. Then all the data will be stored from the symbol table management. Okay, this is for machine dependent code generations. Machine dependent code generations. Okay. Okay. So this is for so what is code generation? What are the properties of code generation phase? Then what is object code form? What are the different types of object code form? This is also one type of part B question. Then machine dependent code optimization. Okay. So this is for today class. So we will continue for the next class. We will be continue on next topic. Okay. Now you can leave the class. Okay, ma. Thank you so much.